This is Loewi in Big Vibe Podcast. This episode and conversation is brought to you by NashTv.
Zimbabwe, but Africans, sometimes I guess people don't usually operate in like, you're in beast mode, you're good to go. I came and I greeted you outside and you were ready. You know what I mean? You were born ready.
I was born ready.
You were born ready. I like that. I guess it's like superstar energy.
Nah, it is.
You own it? You
Of course,
feel it?
I strongly do believe I am a superstar. Before people tell you that you're a superstar, like, you need to know that you're a superstar.
You need to know. You need to feel it.
You actually need to know.
So is it like a mental preparation thing? Do you go in the mirror? Do you go in front of the mirror and you be like, yo, King? First of all, King98 is in the building. Somebody, please, can we talk about that? You're in the building. You're here on the Big Vibe below. In the flesh, you're here. But definitely, I was asking if, how you show up. Do you prepare yourself or have you gotten used to it with time?
I feel like I've got used to it. I've been doing this ever since I was 13.
Eek. Damn.
So, media stuff. I used to do interviews when I was like 16. I would go to school and actually come back just for an interview.
Damn.
So literally the whole school listened to me on radio and I'll be speaking. So I started this at a very young age.
So it's when you probably started pushing.
Yeah.
Which I will get into. But for now, I want to play a little game with you to just warm up the vibes.
Yeah.
Don't be anxious. Just something to help you listen up, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to say something. I'm going to say a word or something, and you tell me the first thing that comes into your mind.
Really, the first thing?
The first thing that comes in your mind, okay?
Okay.
I'll start off with something easy, because this is the Big Vibe with Loewi.
Yeah.
Big Vibe.
Big vibe. Myself.
Okay.
I am a big vibe. The strongest vibe.
Hey.
In fact, Nash calls me Oviego Power. That's me, man.
Who's Nash?
Nash. Young Nash, he's at the back there, but he's my... In fact, I see things before things happen. And I feel like he has the records that will change my life. That's how I feel.
Is he your producer?
My producer.
Shout out to Nash. Hey. Okay, so Big Vibe, you say you. Africa's finest.
Hey, I'll say T.O. Savage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Spicy. I like that. And Zim Hip Hop?
Same flow. Yeah. Now he's a very good, genuine human being.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feel you. Fashionista.
Myself again. But no, that's for ladies, huh?
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll say myself. I think
King98. Zim Celebs.
Can I skip?
First thing that comes into your mind. Go.
Zim Celebs. Oh, Shadaya.
Hey, okay. Good one. Good answer.
Yeah.
Beautiful girl.
Ooh. Damn. A beautiful girl.
First name. First thing that pops up.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Mango.
A fruit.
You could say juicy.
Yeah.
You could say, Dubai.
Dubai. Damn, I don't know. Because if I think about Dubai, I just think about Dubai. That's the first
You don't
thing
think money? You don't think Arab money?
Oh, of course. It's actually a very deep game, huh? I don't really think about it.
You just the first thing that pops up, the first thing that comes into your mind. Okay, I got two more. NashTv.
It's Nashim Taris.
Shout out.
Shout out to him though.
Yeah. No, he's a real one.
Yeah.
RTGS. Our Zimbabwean dollar.
No, just say Zimbabwe.
Depreciating.
Yeah.
Okay. This segment, I kind of just want to talk about King98. A little bit more about your background. How are you feeling? I
feel good.
Feel good?
Strong.
Nice.
Too powerful.
Nice. I think the people need to hear that, because that's real energy. When you show up with that energy, you carry that everywhere you go.
Not for real.
You know what I mean? And that's something to respect. So I want to talk a little bit about you mentioned at 13 you were doing interviews. Is that when you knew, I want to be an artist? I'm not playing no games. I am an artist.
Yeah.
This is how I start. How did you
actually start?
How did you actually start?
In fact, before making music, I wanted to be a footballer.
You play soccer?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I went to school by Watershed College. Mm-hmm. That's where one of my friends, his name is Tinashe, he just got me on this music thing. And I kind of feel like for me, like, it was an escape from so many different things. Like, it just felt really nice. And I kind of feel like I just used to do it because I wasn't like the most popular kid, you know what I'm saying? So
Really?
even for me to get girls and stuff, like, you know, like I used to like
Were you
rap and everything.
shy?
But I kind of feel like, yeah, very. But I feel like at 14, that's when I really like started to pursue it. And then ever since then, like I just started to do it. And then when I turned 20, that's when my parents finally decided to like give me
Push
like, a chance
you.
to
Okay, but just when you speak about getting through some things,
Yeah.
I want to talk about that because we have young listeners and young viewers, and we have people that look up to you. When you speak about to escape, what are you escaping at that age?
I feel like
Were you bullied?
no, I was never bullied.
Okay.
I was actually the most special person in the whole school. I don't know. I kind of feel like, no, in fact, like
I know what a
even in
shit. Like
school,
I mean, I went to Gandhi, so like I.
Oh, really? Gosh,
So I understand.
Now I kind of feel like with me, it's the thing where, but I've been to 3 different schools. I went to Watershed, Riverton, and Sandon Academy. But the way people used to look at my music, they had genuine love for it, you know. So I used to rap at variety shows, the feast shows, and everything.
Yeah, definitely. That
so the
boosts-
thing where, like, people could see like there's something, but for me, I just felt like I could be the biggest star ever, and I never really used to like put myself like, oh, I feel like I'm local. Now, like for me, the goal's always been to be like international. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like for me, like in my eyes, there's no local. You know, like
Yeah, you have to aim bigger.
You know,
you have to
yeah.
aim higher. So what are you escaping at that age if you're the biggest thing in this if you're the
problems, man.
what
like,
problems at that age?
you know, like if the fact I used to.
Is it you think it's like teenage being
I
a
kind of
teenager?
like, for me, I used to struggle with my grades.
Okay.
Like, being very
So
honest,
academics.
Like, I used to have like bad grades. Yeah, so it's like the music always made me feel like there's something I can do.
You had a balance,
Yeah.
but also I guess kind of leaning back into sport and all of that and
Yeah,
being
exactly,
like a
yeah.
footballer. You also just sort of like get a balance of, because I mean, growing up in Zimbabwe,
It's all about school.
it's all about
Yeah, it is.
academics. Like it's
It
only
is.
now I feel like we've started to sort of have this like diverse look in terms of when, you know,
that's
people
true.
look at art and say, okay, actually, you know what? He might not be good in math, but he can draw. He's got this a painting. We've kind of normalized certain
Yeah.
things and said, okay, this is, but before I guess it was like,
Nah, it
I'm
was-
getting D's and
it was
E's and
something
it's
else.
like,
I used to get used, man. Like,
stop.
in fact, you know what's so funny? When I was working on my first album, the previous year, I'd written my A-level examinations. So what my parents did was that I was in South Africa and they said that we're not going to give you results. We want you to finish your album. So imagine.
Wow. Of
So even
Riverton
till
in
this
South
day,
Africa?
I don't even know what I got. Till this day, I don't even know what I got. Like, till this day, I don't even know what I got for my A-levels.
But you could compose, you could write lyrics and all of that. And what was your inspiration? Who did you grow up listening to? I heard you mention Nas earlier.
I grew up on all of Nas, but A$AP Rocky, in terms of fashion sense, you know, and then from Rocky, it was Drake. And then locally, like, I used to, like, listen to a lot of, like, it might sound strange, but, like, through my dad, obviously, rest in peace.
Yeah.
lot
R.I.P.
of-
to your dad.
He was a music lover. Like, he loved Simon Chimbedu so vividly. Like, I remember him, like, playing his music and, like, even in the whole house, like, we used to just love music, you know. Simon Chimbedu, the likes of Tungai Moyo.
Deal.
Yeah, you know, so I actually grew up on that type of music, you know. So I feel like me having a family whereby, like, they just love music, it was easy for me to do.
To
but
kind
obviously,
of-
for me to convince him, like,
But your sound was different from like
Yeah.
that typical sort of I don't want to say African, Zimbabwean sound, because
Yeah.
those guys were deep in the guitar. You
Not
hear
very.
heavy,
Yeah.
you know, heavy guitar. How did you then say, oh, you know what? Actually, I relate more to, is it a culture thing? Was it like, because I feel, you know, millennials, we kind of just went to the
cool.
West. We went to the
We're
West.
swaggy.
Yeah, we're just like, okay, that's cool and everything.
now I feel like at the time, hip hop was really resonating with me, you know, because that's 2014, you know. So it's like I was still in high school trying to figure out myself, and then like you just see these stars, they're on TV, the way they look, the way they talk, the way
Yeah.
they dress. They had this thing where it's like, But that's just me.
Yeah.
You know? And then ever since then, I carry that energy. Till this day, I carry it.
You do carry that energy. I mean,
and
I feel
sometimes,
that.
like, some people might feel like it's too strong, but why should I dim my light for someone else? You know?
I feel you. I feel you. Okay, so I don't want to run through the conversation in terms of like how you've become the person that you are today. You know, I feel you have managed to stay out of issues. I don't know if I can give kudos to your team, or it's just the person that you are, where you're not too concerned about what everybody else is doing. You're so confident in who you are as a brand, who has been like the support structure in your life, who has been there and said to you, you know what, you are doing good.
Yeah.
You know, just giving you the affirmations, telling you like, yo, you know what, don't worry about the outside. Like we're good.
Yeah.
Who's been like who are the people in your life that you know, like you can run to if
things get turn sour.
Yeah, things start to turn sour.
I feel like my mother and my father and my two sisters, but I feel like maybe the whole family, but also my friends. Like I have friends whereby like they started me ever since I was 13 till like now. So I kind of feel like my support system I'm surrounded by like this day ones, but I feel like my mother is the reason why I am like this, because she's a very quiet person, but she's more focused about what's gonna happen than what's going on around, you know. And with me, like fame is it's hard to handle. So you need someone that's gonna be with you, that's gonna tell you like
grounds you.
Yeah, like this is a business. Of course you can enjoy it, but don't really like get too deep in it, because sometimes like it can swallow you.
100%.
You know?
100%. And I'm sure you've sort of like lost friends along the way.
Nah.
No?
I haven't at all.
Not really. Or people that try to come to you because you are who you are and you've got the connections that you have.
I actually get a lot of people coming to me now.
But do you trust that though?
Of course, some people are genuine, some people aren't genuine, but it's life, you know. I can't say they've cut me. If they did try to cut me, they can't really cut me. Like, yo, like if you cut me, like it's just like, okay, cool, but like I'll bounce back, you know. I strongly do believe in myself. Like, I strongly do believe in myself. The things that I've seen in my age and what's going on, like it's not. It can only be God. That's what I believe. I'm a firm believer in God. So it's like everything that I've done, even though sometimes people don't really understand me, it's like if God is with it and He understands it, everyone else will just understand me later.
We'll fall back.
Exactly.
Sort of. Yeah, and I think that's a deep chat in the sense of, I guess a lot of people don't really have that, because you see that a lot of people are wavered. You move in the direction of the wind, what this person says. So I guess it, you know, I always sort of like talk about this subject where it's, you have to believe in yourself first before you can sell an idea to the next person, before you can even go and say, hey, yo, I want to get in the studio and I want to make a song. You have to feel it inside, in the cores of who you are, that if somebody comes and tells you like, yo, you can't do this. It's like, actually, I can. I'm going to show you how I can. Okay, so you didn't obviously pursue going to college or anything. Like you were not interested in that.
No, not really. It was never. I actually thought I would, but no, not really.
Okay. If you would have, what would have been like your line of studies?
Business management.
100%. Because to be an artist, you got to have like the business aspect of things.
No, of course. True.
You need to have a balance. But I guess your team sort of has that, right?
No,
you got your business minded.
Obviously, like doing music. I am an entrepreneur. I have my record label, Impala Music Group. So
I saw that.
I am really about the business.
Yeah.
I feel like I might be the next Sean Combs.
Snap, 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 snap.
Yeah.
Yes. I like to have these things on camera because like we're going to rewind and be like, he said it.
In the next 10 years.
He said it, guys.
Yeah,
he talked.
200 million in my pocket, man. I ain't playing with niggas.
He talked
about it. The N-word.
You talked about it. Yeah. Okay, so what do you think separates you from... We're going to talk about Zimbabwe because obviously we are in our little Zimbabwe. What do you think separates you from the other artists that are somewhat doing the same thing that you're doing?
I feel like with me, I'm not afraid to fail. Secondly, I'm not afraid of criticism. I'm not at all. I'll take it in and I'll smile. Reason being, imagine this is someone having an opinion about me. But the fact that you're saying something, I'm doing something. So maybe it doesn't resonate with your spirit, but with me, like, if I like it and then if you're moved by it, I'm doing something because I'm moving you.
I get you, because why you have to talk about me if I wasn't relevant?
Yeah, exactly.
So even the negative talk, there has to have been something that happened for you to be sure. Because you're rich. Let's put that. You come from money, okay?
No, in fact, let me tell you.
So money has.
I can't say I come from money, but the thing is, like, I feel like my story. I never got the chance to say my story.
Okay.
Literally, like, ndaitokera kombi, china studio.
Really?
Kwafanef and Classic. I used to record in the same studios as R Pills, as all of these cats. But the thing is that I was still doing it with my parents not knowing. So my mom would give me like $20 and I'll just go and I'll go to studio, record, you know. So it's like I've been in this Zim hip hop process, but that's that the way I came out in the game, I just came out with a David O feature, and then from there, like I vividly remember, like, it was January and like text was like, I was so confused because I was so young. I was like 20 at the time. But like, yeah, like I can't say I really come from money. Like I've seen my parents work, you know. But I mean, it's obviously afforded you a certain, because you just spoke about like, oh, you get $20 and it's like, some people don't even have that. No,
some people
course,
don't have, some people have to like, but I mean, obviously I get what you mean in terms of like in your realm, in your world, it's like what everybody else is doing around where you grew up. It's not like, for me, that's a fun fact where it's like, actually this guy used to get on combis to go and record.
Because I stay in Mount Pleasant, so not to get up. I was just called Ruzende. Like I'll stop there, strap to studio, the basement, go underground,
the
and like
passion,
I'd record. You know, so people they didn't really see me in studio, but like I've been there. Like I know these cats, you know what I'm saying? But like now when you're up there and then they talk, but for me it's like I'm talking, but I'm looking down and you like you're talking, but I'm moving. I'm not gonna stop. No, but like you can let me tell you, like the thing about us Zimbabweans is that like we talk, but it's like, can we get to a point where we're like, okay, guys, can we help each other out? Especially like
100%.
People in the industry. I feel like I've been in rooms where it's like you have the heaviest of hitters, but she's the only person that's just there. I can't be the only person there. I have to have around like a team of like
a gang.
You know what I'm saying? But like maybe people they want to beef too much or like
because I mean it's easier for the sake of just, you know, because remember why people talk badly about the other. There's something internal. There's something that is lacking inside.
Yeah, it's like they're already damaged already.
Yeah, and they feel better chatting trash about the next person just to make yourself, you know, relevant or whatever the case is. It's so have you tried to be intentional about like bringing people together?
I do.
Really?
I do.
And how is that? You've got a good vibe. Like I've seen how you've interacted. We've got people backstage and everything. I've seen how you interacted with people. You interact with people like, man, this is my day one. Like that's your vibe. But some people don't carry that. So what would be like your advice in that regard? Where it's like, bro, like chill. Like it's not a competition.
Like people need to loosen up. It's like the first time I met David O, the way he was, like the way he just
was welcoming.
It was chains. I was like, oh, who's the artist? You? Like, and my dad is there. Your dad is there. And it's like, he's such a nice human being, but you only get to understand that the reason why he's so big because of his persona. Sometimes these things are very spiritual. You can't be the biggest person there and then you want to treat everyone like trash. It's not going to happen because God won't allow you, you know what I'm saying? So like, when it comes to like West Africa in terms of music, it's very spiritual and these guys are like, they're built. When I say big, it's like, I've never felt anything like that. So when you're around certain stuff like that, you get to see like, oh, the reason why this person is big because he treats everyone the same. Even me, like.
Yeah, I mean, I liked until now. I mean, it wasn't just an issue of like a feature with Davido.
You know, it's like
even till now, he's still shouting you out. You guys now have some form of a brotherhood. How is that? Did that like in the time when it happened? Did that give you some form of like cockiness? Like, man, I just got a shout out from Davido. I mean, we did a song with Davido. Did you like? I mean, come on, let's be real. You can be real. Did that make you feel like actually, or did that reassure you? Like,
it just
my
made
guy,
me feel
you're
like
on the right path.
Whatever I'm doing, like if he sees it, he understands it. For me, it's yes. If there's one person that's gonna say yes to me, and if it's him,
that's all I need.
Because when you travel around Africa and you say certain names, these are very big names.
They respect you.
You know, so it's like if he can then see my talent, it's like for me, like it's a lot. It means too much.
You've done songs with big artists.
Yeah.
Like
I'm a big boy.
You're a big boy things.
Yeah.
You've done songs with big artists. You've also featured Diamond. He's big. Like, how is that?
No, in fact, Diamond actually like he broke the ice for me, man. In terms
Really?
of East Africa, yeah, like in terms of like even Australia, my Instagram right now, I have more followers from Tanzania than
For real? That's Zimbabwe. Zimbabweans want to see you. We want to see you rapping Shana for us to.
There's nothing wrong with it.
subscribe.
There's nothing wrong with it, but yeah, I actually have a lot of fans in East Africa because of Diamond.
Yeah, so you wouldn't relocate? You wouldn't move? Do you feel like you still have a lot more work to do in Zim? Can you convince Zimbabweans to sort of like believe in your craft?
I don't have to convince them.
They'll just have to see.
They'll see me. Because the minute I say I want to convince people, I never made music to convince anyone. I actually thought about it 2 days ago. Like, why should I make music convincing people when I enjoy it? I should enjoy the process of it, and then those who actually like it, they'll like it. But if I say, I need to make sure they're on my side, what if they actually they don't end up being on my side? I might be depressed or anything. So
100%.
I might as well just do me, you know?
Yeah, focus on your focus.
Yeah.
And whoever, and I guess that's the thing about like art and, anything, being a creative, you have to focus on those that do appreciate the other ones.
But of course, like I have a lot of Zimbabweans that support me, like a lot of people,
I mean, you did a song also just last year. You're doing songs with giants. Like in Zimbabwe, you did one with Ja Praiser last year. Was it last year?
Last year.
How was, again, also maybe because you've already worked with big artists. It's like, okay, cool. I got a song with Ja.
Ja actually, like, growing up, he was a good friend of my dad.
Okay.
So he always used to pull up to the house. So even for parties, we'd come, so we'd see him.
So it's like a brother vibe.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, even your relationship, like when you see either the music videos, because you can see a lot.
Yeah, no, of course.
From like like a connection that a person has. You can see if a person just genuinely paid for a feature, or there's like a behind the scenes sort of like connection that's happening there. And I think in those music videos with the artists that I've mentioned, Davido, Diamond, Ja Praiser, you have the person that you are today is the same vibe that you carry.
No,
I'm just like, this guy really has superstar in his head. Like you're not stopping for nothing.
Doing O2, man, Wembley, Miami, like the fact that like I've been able to see it with my own eyes, it's like, so why should I stop? And stop for who? And I kind of feel like when I lost my dad, for me it's like, even if you say anything about me, it's not gonna be as painful as losing someone you love.
Somebody, I understand.
So it's like, I don't know, I kind of feel like people have the wrong perception about life. You can hate, you can do whatever, but it's like, just have love in your heart, man. Like
100%.
It'll set you free. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%. And that message is strong, especially coming from a person who's in a better position or who's experienced more in the sense of like the direction of life. Just coming back and saying, actually, you have to love.
Yeah, you have to have peace in your heart,
I'm
man.
not going to be too cocky. Don't mince my words when I speak and I'm saying I'm confident, I'm a big deal.
Yeah.
You actually mean it because that's how you feel. It's not a thing of like I'm bragging or anything.
No.
The message is love.
No, of course.
I love that. You were doing, you did a road tour. You did a tour. You did a show in Chinoy with Sir Trill.
Yeah.
That was different. I was not expecting
really?
Piano vibes. I'm like, firstly, I like Sir Trill. I love his sound. I love just his vibe as a person.
Yeah.
So when I saw you like, oh no, I'm doing with Sir Trill, I was like, how was that?
I was crazy, I don't lie to you, because that was actually my first time performing in Chinoy. And then previously I did a show in Gweru too with Musa Keys.
Oh,
so it was actually really like crazy for like the fans to actually like see me and do my thing.
Yeah, because you're doing some, some TikTok moves. I was like, there we go. You have to diversify. You have to sort of like be comfortable stepping outside of your.
No, of course.
Stepping outside of your, because if we think of King98, we're thinking hip hop.
Yeah.
But then when you now see him and he's moving, you've got Afrobeats, you've got, you've got piano too. It's like, damn, Where are you stopping at? No, he's not
Can't
stopping.
stop, man.
He's not stopping. I love your track, Mari.
Thank you.
Mari. Let me say that again. Mari.
Thank you.
I like that track. I feel with that song, I felt like a more mature sound from you. A very like, you went in. I felt like, okay, damn, this I was not expecting that. I was not expecting. Yeah, no, that was very different. I'm sure you felt that coming out of like.
I remember in studio I did, but like even though when I went to work, I got there and the staff were like, "Yo, the song you dropped," and I'm like,
it's like, really?
yeah, no. But it's always good to have a record whereby people really love and like the feeling of people just saying your song is nice. I'm not really worried about how much I'm getting, but it's like they say it's a very nice song. For me, that's an achievement alone, you know. Sometimes people value success through money, no, like success can be the smallest thing. So
yeah,
it's just gonna grow and accumulate. So it's like you shouldn't really like rush, you know, especially to a lot of upcoming artists. Like, I want to make money, I want to do this. But it's like
part,
and just enjoy the small things that will lead to the big things.
Exactly,
you know?
You have to have like a heart of gratitude.
No, of course, you need
to see through your progress. Also, just like introspection in terms of how far you've come and where you are going, where your goal is. It's not really about a whole bunch of people, but it's like if there's few people that are appreciating what I'm doing,
it's enough.
It's more than enough, and that's enough. That's gonna give me enough momentum for me to keep on carrying on. So what can we expect from you this year?
This year, a whole lot of fire music. You might just be traveling the world.
Yeah, you're gonna vlog. We need to see like what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, not this, so I'll be with them. So we're gonna be shooting a whole lot of, you know, different stuff.
We need more of you
as a person, huh?
As a person,
in fact, that's
because
what my mom was saying.
Whole
like,
personality.
I feel like people, they know me, but they don't know the real me. I feel like people, you can just see a picture of me, and then from there you're gonna go like, he's this. But like they've never got the chance to actually like see me, just me being a human being. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm laid back, I'm easy. I don't really take life seriously. Like even this music thing, like I do take it serious, but it's not like I have to go to war with. Now like enjoy it. The minute you enjoy it, it's just gonna work. You know,
it's a lifestyle for you. You don't give yourself pressure. You don't work under pressure. Like this person, like right now, Saint is like, you know, he's going hard right now. You know, you don't feel like, damn, I need to go right now in the studio.
No, for us, like, yo, like we have objectives. Even my mom, like, yo, if it's Saint, like we have to go in with him, you know. But like obviously, like it's part of the plan. But like as a human being, like
you don't feel the pressure.
No, I kind of feel like it's even the name I gave myself, King98. Like I do believe like I am a king. Like you know, like I actually do believe I am a king.
I do feel that.
Oh, really?
I feel that. You know, because sometimes we just give ourselves these names just like, you know, just for the sake of like, okay, you know, but you don't actually step into
of course
the vibe of or whatever that name, the weight that name carries. That carries like a lot. So it's a King98 of Zimbabwe, King98 of Africa. Where are we going? Where are we shooting?
Like me.
Say that name again, please.
Oviegwe. He's a very talented man.
I love that. I love that.
Very talented man. I see myself like me. Main stage Afro Nation, Madison Square Garden. Like, I see myself like being the super big, you know, because the thing is, I can't really limit myself because why should I limit myself? Like, why?
Yeah.
One day, we're all going to pass away.
Exactly.
And sometimes when you pass away, people forget about you. So while you're living, it's like, just do what you feel like you want to do. Even if people feel like, whatever. It's like, just do it, you know.
Just do you.
Yeah, just do you. Like,
go hard.
People pass
go as hard as you can.
Of course.
Especially given a platform. Go hard.
Should.
Spread a message. What is your message to, like, you spoke about love, but what is your message to people or viewers where it's like, this is genuinely, this is what motivates me. Because I'll tell you this, it's not easy in Zim, you know? Like for me, I have to, being a creative, and I mean, I'm in designing as well, fashion and design, I have to maintain my energy, because if I go out, people are complaining about the rate. People are complaining about like, oh, there's no money in Zim. People are complaining about all these kinds of things. And without realizing, you can easily get swallowed by like just what everybody is like complaining about, which sometimes can take you out of like that creative space. So I'm like, I need to get a break. I need to leave for like 2 weeks. I need to come back I need to center. I'm very big on like meditation. I'm very big on all these things. I'm like, I need to find my space. If it means like I have to put on headphones or not answer calls, I will do what I need to do to like get myself in there. Are you like 24/7? Like, I'm going. I got this. I got this.
I feel like people, they need to, like, I'm a Christian, by the way, so find God and you find peace. I think you just need to pray.
So consistent prayer.
It might sound very weird, but like I do pray a lot, especially about my dreams
not weird
and my
at
music.
all.
Like, no, but sometimes
I get
like
it.
the thing is like people might feel like, okay, but like I do genuinely pray about my dreams. My mother knows I'm doing this. My dad gave me the blessing to do it. It's like, okay, what other force can be there? Even if you say like, oh, we feel like he's rich, but like, have I stopped? This is just me at halfway. You haven't seen me.
You haven't seen me.
Like, you haven't even seen me. Like, I'm saying, but so it's
further,
like, like people should just pray, find God.
Spirituality.
And I kind of feel like for the youth,
role.
like, just take care of yourself. A lot happens. Like, it gets messy sometimes. Like, relax, just chill, relax, take care of yourself, and look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, what do I want to do?
100%. And I think it's also like, but you also have to, the biggest part of that is understanding yourself. Like what I'm telling you, where it's like, I had to learn, my phone is always on silent, unless it's like business. I'd rather call somebody first because I know that I can easily answer the phone and somebody has got like a different energy altogether. And I'm an empath. So I take in people's energies. Now, before I know it, I'm sucked in like family or like, you know, all these things. And I'm like, oh my God, like I need to tap out. I need to take care of myself. So it comes back to fully understanding yourself and maintaining that peace, knowing like no bad vibes. I cannot do bad vibes. If it's like a thing of like this week we're shooting, I cannot mess with anything else. If it's like low vibrational, if I'm going to the club, I don't want to go to the club because anything can happen in the club. People are drinking. I don't want to be exposed to that. So I have to take care of myself.
That's deep.
So I guess like that thing of you have to fully understand who you are. You said it in a very easy way. Like, yo, bro, like take care of yourself.
No, you need to like, a lot happens, man. Especially like, you know, I am Zimbabwean, so I do see a lot of stuff. It's like, if people were to change their perspective about so many things, a lot of things they'll grow.
Like what?
Like,
give me an example. Like change their perspective.
I feel like in terms of like music, it's a thing whereby like even us amongst artists, like we can never sit together. But like, okay, how much are you making? Are you making 600K? You're not. So
you can sit together.
So even the sport that's just there, like it's too much of a small sport to the point where like, look at how Nigerians move, or look at how South Africans move.
Bruh.
Let's say, for example, I'm a piano. They move as a collective.
Yeah.
When they do Afro Nation together, it's like they have their own stage, a piano stage.
The whole
but
tribe.
it's like for us, it's like
there's a division.
Yeah, like a division, but it's like, are we making money from beefing?
Do you think people are like, because obviously there's a whole lot of things, and I've been privy to that, where there's a serious separation between if you're coming from a different background.
Ooh.
If you're coming from a different background,
like
people are like, I can't relate to you. Your problems are different from mine. And it's like, bro, you actually don't know. You actually don't know.
Everyone has problems.
Everyone deals. And I mean, if we're saying, okay, you're bigger, that's probably the bigger the problems. But someone will look at you and be like, what problems are those compared to what I go through?
I get that a lot. Why do you have problems? I'm like, yo, I'm a human being. Like, I do have problems.
I'm living.
You might just see me wearing my chains and everything, but like, yo, I do
I
have
got problems
you know? Yeah, I'm a human being.
I get that. Sheesh. So I feel, do you think
there's a divide? No, like, in fact, like, there's actually a huge divide. Like, I'll actually say this, like, even in terms of hip hop, like, there's this big divide whereby it's like, I feel like there are rappers out there that can spit. And when I'm saying spit, like, I've been in rooms with the heaviest of hitters, you know? And if I had the opportunity of having these people within these rooms, these guys would go far. But maybe sometimes because the way the country's aligned, they're never going to be, like, given their flowers or even given their time to shine.
Why is that? Like, what? That's, I mean, I know you probably don't have the answers to.
I actually don't.
But that's,
I get confused
but
too.
that's, I think that's the one thing that, like, that I struggle with in terms of just like our community and just societal issues, where it's so easy to look from the outside and hate on the next person or give an excuse. Oh, like in your case, like let's say, oh, okay, I speak about myself. Like, oh, you got this very easily. You got this very easily.
Yeah, but it's like you don't know how I got it.
And it's like you actually don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've had to go through to sort of like, it's a
deep question, huh?
It's a really deep chat. We were talking about that earlier, where it's like I wonder what the divide is. Is it we enjoy when somebody else is taking an L more than when somebody else is winning?
Of course, people here, if you fumble and you fail, people here, they love it so much. And I kind of feel like for me, it's like, would you think, are people evil? Because in the day, like, I'm a human being. Like, I'll never want to see someone like go through something, especially if they are Zimbabwean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proudly Zimbabwean. I'll tell you for a fact, like, even if anything, like, I'm very proud because I know where I'm going, the whole country's going to be proud of me.
Exactly.
Maybe now they don't understand me, like, where I'm going. Like, I'll go my flag and be like, where are you from? Like, I'm from Zimbabwe. Like, yo, this boy is fresh, he's bad. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I am Zimbabwean, but it's like, us amongst Zimbabweans, like, there's so much hate, man. Like,
we'll do anything to tear each other down.
Like, even if it's, especially when it comes to like women, you know, because my mom's a widow and I have two sisters. Like,
are you the firstborn?
Yeah, but I got twin sister.
Okay.
Shout out to her. But obviously, like, the way we are, like, we're ruthless. Like, it's like sometimes like it's like some animal behavior. Like, before we used to have principles. You know what I'm saying? Like morals, but like now it's like, I don't know, like people lost themselves. Even for me, like, I look at them like,
this is not, and I guess also some of the things that we allow to trend, and I'll speak about this proudly because I mean, I've had a couple of people in the DMs that try to sort of like give me gossip on the next thing. I'm like, dude, like, that's the last thing. Even when you talk about this podcast, where it's like, I've had people even just be a little bit anxious and concerned about what kind of conversations I'm going to hold with them. And I'm not here to trend. I don't want to trend. I want to create something that you can watch 5 years from now and be like, man, I spoke about this. I don't really care what the gossip is. I don't care about that because that's not what makes me who I am.
That's true.
When I show up as me, I'm not me because I just tore down somebody else behind me. I'm not me because I was laughing at this person has been arrested or this person has got nudes that have leaked. Like, I'm not me because of that. I'm me because of what I feel.
It's like everyone's so, like, they put their attention on that sometimes you forget you have your own life.
100%.
I can never look at people, but I can sympathize with people because they're human beings. If I look at you and there's something going on, I'm not going to comment about it because what if it happens to me?
Exactly.
You know, like,
it's like the wheel turns.
Your comments, like, it's a real thing.
Wheel turns. You're spiritual. I feel it.
No,
I feel it because I'm the same. But it's to speak of it to you can only speak of it to someone who's willing to listen.
No, of course.
And someone who's willing to learn. Because with that, when we get into that space of remove the fact that I'm King98 and I've performed on big stages, remove the fact that I'm Loewi and I've done ABCD. Who are you outside of that? What is your message? What are you spreading? If all these things were taken away from you, what do you stand for? And I guess that's where a lot of people then like struggle because it's all about how many followers I got. It's all about like, you know, who I've been pictured with. It's all about, you know, all these like little chats. And it's like, guys, there's a lot more to that. And when you focus internally on who you are, you can do a lot more because you're all so unique. We're all different. Like, someone can come and be telling you the same things. Like, oh, I used to listen to Nas. I used to listen to ABCD. But they can never do what you do. You can never be King98.
That's true.
You get what I mean? There's a lot of room. There's a lot of room for everybody to sort of like
to shine.
To shine, yeah. Okay. Your relationship with your mom? Are you a mama's boy?
Yeah, I am. But obviously, I kind of feel like with her, it's like, I would say my mother's an angel, man. Like, even if I was to explain, even if when my dad passed away, like, I remember we were in the car and everyone was like, so what are we going to do with your music? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I was confused. I was like, I'll go see it through. But like,
your dad passed away 2020, 2021?
Yeah, 2020, yeah.
Yeah, same year as my dad, actually. Because I actually think it was like a few months apart. Yeah. So I understand.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, damn, the real ones are going.
No, but I feel like when I saw it, it's like, I remember vividly, she came in the room and then she knocked on my door. It was raining. Like, there's this.
There's always a cloud. It's
You know,
the
around
weather
like 2 a.m.,
changes.
and she was like, your dad just passed away. But one thing she said to me was like, you have your father's genes. That's when she said, so even though like it was negative, but like her response was positive to the situation. So even for me, I feel like he's there with me, and even the power that he had, I have it. And I see it. Even when I move now, I can command the room. At 25, I can actually command the room and people will listen to me. But it's like, my mother's given me so much of her blessings that like I can't fail her. Like I can't.
Yeah.
That's why even when it comes to anything, like I'll make sure I'm so precise, because it's like it's hard for your parents to say like do something that looks so, you know how music is. It's a dirty industry, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for you to like be very like in this good mental space, it takes someone who's very disciplined. And I'll say I'm a very disciplined young man. I'll tell you for a fact, like
you are disciplined.
I'm all about working. If I'm not working, I'm thinking. If I'm not plotting, it's work.
That's what you said. That's why I said, like in the beginning, I'm like, I'm gonna give you your flowers because you're very intentional about what you're doing.
Yeah.
And like, we were running a little bit late and behind schedule, but you were so you're like, yo, we're gonna do this. You've been coming and checking on me, like, are you okay?
No, you have to make sure, because the thing is like what you're doing, obviously, like I'll give you flowers too. It's like,
thank you.
These are things that I aspire that the whole country will understand and get, that people can sit down, have a conversation about real life things.
100%.
We tend to dilly-dally and want to say, ha, but like, we have issues that need to be spoken about.
We need to talk about the real
Especially
issues.
like me, I'm young, so like, I know the issues that young people have. So it's
Going
like,
through.
I'd rather advocate and speak about these things so that at least we're going to have a better Zimbabwe in the next couple of years, you know? Because change starts with
us.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
starts right
like,
now.
you know, you just have to make sure like we're good, us as kids, because one day I'm going to be 50, but I need to make sure, at least when I'm 50, the whole country is going to be in a very good space, you know? Because I really do care for people. My dad used to care about people.
Yeah.
You know?
So do you help with like the family businesses and all that?
Yeah,
are you
course,
in
man.
it?
Like, yo,
outside of your music and your, you know, are you like a corporate guy?
I'm a certified hustler. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing. But yeah, obviously, like, I'm an entrepreneur. I would love to do a lot of different things within the media space, but also in cultural aspect in terms of like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The drip, the aesthetics.
I was about to say, like, are you
like,
not gonna get into fashion soon?
No, of course, you might just see me like, you know, runway Louis V next 2 years. Like
100%. 100%.
But I kind of feel like that's where I really want to take myself, you know, and take a lot of different creatives. Shout out to Rowan Corrupt.
Rowan, oh my gosh, that's my boy.
Those are the, you know, those are the people I feel like.
Vibe.
Yeah, those are the people where like, I feel like they can change the face of the country through those.
100%,
things.
and I feel like it's a culture, guys. Like it's a movement.
It is. Like, it is.
It's a movement. We have to move as a collective.
It's like hip hop is there, but it's like, do we understand the culture of hip hop? Because hip hop is a culture. It's not a genre, but you just go and you spin the 808s. No, it's like, it's a culture.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like us as Zimbabweans, sometimes we haven't really taken the time to be like, guys, we have Zimbabwean hip hop and it's such a huge thing, but it's a culture. It needs to be protected.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Do you think, what are your thoughts on like just how a hip hop artist, do you think you can be a hip hop artist without carrying, maybe like you got drip right now, you got real drip on you.
Thank you.
You got drip on you. Do you think you can do? Because I mean, obviously, I had ASAP on my first episode, and we're talking about there's other instances where people try fake it. You know, where you try fake it. Do you believe in that fake it till you make it mentality, or are you saying, yo guys, just pull up as who you are, spit your game, talk your ish, you know, or like, because when we speak about movement, I need to show up. If I'm coming and moving with you, I feel like I need to show up as how King98 is showing up.
No, but then otherwise, be yourself.
Otherwise, what is myself? Hey. What if I'm a hip hop artist who's coming from a different background? I'm not gonna say where. But like, and I just have my skinny jeans and my t-shirt. Can I really pull up and be like, yo, it's about the culture?
No, the thing is, like, I want to give an example. It's like a J. Cole. J. Cole had his period whereby he got in the game. And then he used to have all these chains and everything. And then at some point it was like, this is not me.
This is not who I am.
To the point where now, like, you could even move around in a bicycle or something.
He's got crazy looks now.
People need to be themselves, especially if you want to be an artist, be yourself. I'm wearing these chains and everything because I kind of feel like this is me.
This is who you are.
You know, but if I didn't want to wear my chains and everything, like, you're allowed to be yourself. Like, you're not supposed to, like, chase a trend or chase something. Like, just be yourself and people will, like, resonate with you.
And I guess that's a message that if we're speaking on like the Western sound, that's the message that I think they're now, trying to sort of spread. You got Kendrick Lamar as well, who's on the same, like, bro, like, I'm not finna care about
or even like South Africa, like in Aries, whereby like, like, he doesn't have to do promo, like, whatever, but he feels like, I just need to spit my bars, do my music, and I can just be me, and my fans will understand me, you know?
Yeah, because it's about what you're putting out, right? I'm not selling you a dream. I want to actually inspire even me living in this dream.
That's true.
Okay, so interesting question. I've not ever heard anything about you and like romance ever. Ever. What is your what are we saying? Do you date?
Yeah, of course I date. Of course I do.
Do they sign an NDA?
Nah, they don't.
You actually get into like full-blown relationships. You had heartbreak.
I've had it before. It's terrible. Oof. It's terrible. Like, it's just. But obviously, I do date. I do. But currently now, like, I would say there's someone I'm seeing. I would love to say that. Yeah.
There's somebody special. Yeah. Sorry, ladies.
No, things like it's not fully like, but like, yeah, like I'll say like.
I mean, you're talking to someone. They seem you guys are vibing. Yeah. There's a connection there. Okay, it's the smile on your face. Okay, so you do obviously. It's just that we do not hear about it. We don't hear about it. We don't see it.
I like my business in private, man, because sometimes if it's out there, it can be ruined. So I wouldn't want to bring someone and then bring them into this chaotic lifestyle and then, like, I'd rather like keep it in private and like.
How do you contain that? You're a big deal. Not NDA, non-disclosure. Like, sorry, King98 is interested.
Like the girls I've dated, they're also very smart human beings. And they would also protect me because they understand the level that I am.
Your vibe attracts your tribe.
Exactly.
You're not finna go for these.
I ain't finna go like for
someone, a fan, dating a fan. Because, you're sleeping. Or like you're taking a picture.
I don't think I would.
I gotta prove that I was with him in the flesh. In the flesh, I was a king. I dated him. I kind of feel like
I know the caliber of women that I want. Because I just look at my mom.
What is the okay.
So I just like.
Angels.
And I chase and I'm like, does she? No, she does, yeah. She also helps me.
Did you get mama's approval? Yeah, I was about to ask.
I have to. Like, I have to. Remember.
Do you show pictures? Because obviously to meet mom is like.
Pictures, even on a phone call, like she's there, like, yo, it's my friend. She's like, oh, it's girl, she's a lovely girl, I feel like with what my parents have done, they've built something whereby like I can't break it. So even the smallest thing of having a girl in my life, they just need to make sure. Because sometimes people have the wrong intentions.
100%.
So I have to be like.
You have a strong foundation. I give you that. You have a strong foundation. Yeah. And I have to tell you, like, I'm proud because you spoke about, you seem very principled. Yeah. You're quite respectful and your work is your work. You don't allow anything to mess with that and your vibe. Whereby, there's been instances where there's been rich kids or whatever the case is, or, just somebody who you allow that stardom to get into your head and you just become a whole new. So the fact that you are grounded, you're 25, you started very young. Yeah. The fact that you are grounded and this is your chat, bruh,
gone,
bruh,
out of here,
bruh. I have to give you that. So, I am honored, and I am like. Talking to you over the phone is different. Actually, let me talk about this. The fact that we spoke about this interview at like 1 a.m. I don't know where you were coming from or what you were doing. You're in the stoop. Yeah. But you were up and you were like chatting. I'm like, okay, this is the energy that I look for. A lot of people would tell you, bro, like I was sleeping. I was dead asleep.
In fact, it's like with traveling, you get to be in like even these rooms and even like a studio setup. These guys, they don't sleep.
Yeah.
They want it so bad, like they don't even sleep.
So hungry.
So why should I be here and like thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make it, but like I have to really like put in the work.
You
So
have
that's
to
why
put in
like,
the...
like I'm a machine, man. Like fully operated to work.
Guys, this thing does not come easy.
Doesn't come easy.
Doesn't come easy. You have to
It
actually
doesn't.
put in the
It's
work.
actually very painful.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
rough
I know what you
sometimes.
mean. Quite inspiring, actually. It's if people don't know, it's the last thing I think that they would imagine. Some would probably think, oh, you just say this but I know you're living it because
Yeah.
we have receipts to show that no, I'm going for it and he's not stopping. I think we'll take a break. I'm gonna take a break and then get into the last segment.
Big Vibes Podcast. We are the Tandare.
Okay, so this is the final segment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little game, obviously. I mean, we got to close it off properly, you know. This is called rap, sing, or shot. So in your case, I mean, you're an energy drink, so I get that. You just like gulp it. You have to like big gulp.
Okay.
Rap, sing, or shot.
Okay, so I'm supposed to like, what am I supposed to do exactly?
So I'm going to say a song.
Uh-huh.
And you either just sing a line or say a line from that song.
Okay, cool. Damn, I hope the songs are cool. Okay, let's go.
You'll tell me your reaction would.
Okay.
You guys capture that.
Okay,
Capture
cool.
that.
Yeah.
About to catch on. Okay. Wakatemba, XQ.
Go away on to me.
Hey.
Okay.
Kurunga, Kiki Badass, and Kruger.
Kurunga, no. I'm tapped in. Kurunga. Hey, shout out to Kruger though. Shout out to Kruger. Hey, shout out to the 40 gang. 40 gang. Bam. Let me tell you. I'm a patriotic Zimbabwean. I love Zimbabwean
that.
music. I push Zimbabwe. I'm just Zimbabwean. So yeah, I think I know half these songs.
Let's go. Chiremerera, Ja Praiser.
You know, I sing song every day, but it's like damn, I'm getting involved, but yo, shout out to JP.
Take your gulp.
This one, huh? Oh, damn. Hey.
Unavailable, Davido.
Not available.
Hey.
Damn God. Shout out to the baddest, man. That one I was singing.
I know.
Yeah.
I had to give you a freebie because that's your boy.
Yeah, of course.
Hotel Lobby, Migos.
Damn. I forgot, man.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. Fila, Denim Woods.
Hey,
total.
my
Hey,
butt. Shout out to Denim.
Oh, you're in tune.
I'm in tune.
You're in tune. Okay. It's plenty. Burner.
For this life I did, I want to be celebration. Don't want to waste my days, I want to
Spend them on enjoyment. Hey,
It's
vibes. Princess Diana, Nicki Minaj, and Ice Spice.
Hey, damn, I'm not really in tune with that. Let me check my... Shout out.
Okay. And last but not least, Mamma Mia. King98. Hey.
I had to sing it like Ja. You know, he sings like...
Hey, he does the hands.
But nah, man, like, be inside.
You're in tune.
Yeah.
You're in tune.
The reason
You're
why
in
I'm so in
tune.
tune is because when you're ahead of the game, they can't see it. So, like, I'm so tapped in.
I see that.
Yeah,
I
man.
see that. Shout out. And that's a wrap.
Cheers.
Hey, you did good.
No, thank you.
So good. You did so good. I love it. Vibes. Big vibe.
No, of course, man. Big, too big. Too big.
Your call has been forwarded. At the tone, please record your message.
Let's vibe in a good vibe. Panashiri is big vibes. Big Vibes Podcast. We are the Tandare. Yeah. We are the Dekare.